And welcome back. Let's go ahead and take another look at our get and set methods using the person class we have previously built. We of course have some of these get and set methods already in here. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at them and maybe construct a new one with another variable. So first thing I want to do with this class is you notice I had these still set to public. So let's go ahead and update those to private as they should be, because again, we don't want to be able to have access to those in our driver class directly. Instead, we want to use the appropriate methods to handle that. And so if I look down here, I have my get name, which is going to return name, my get age, which will return age, and then these, of course, are my two accessor methods. Then down here, we have our set methods, so these are going to be our mutator methods. And so we have one to set the name, we have one to set the age, and you can see we even have one that sets the name and age, so it allows us to handle both instance variables at once, which can be really helpful. But let's just go ahead and add in one more variable and just see how this is going to work. So we're going to, let's say we have private, and of course we have a name, we have age. Maybe we want something like, let's do a string for eye color. All right, so we're just going to add this string in here, and all we're going to do is create a method, so public string, because remember it's always going to be the same type as whatever variable we have up here. So we're going to call this get eye color, open close parentheses, and you notice we have a error here, and it's simply because we need to return something. Well, what are we returning? We're simply going to return the name of the variable that we have up here, so eye color. And that's all we need to do. Now, if I want to set these methods, let's go ahead and add in a set down here. I'm going to do this after set age, simply because I like to do these in order of a certain way. So in this case, these are all just a single variable being set. So in this case, because I'm setting just a single variable, I'm going to go ahead and just do it after set age. I could do it after set person, but I'm going to just do it right here. So let's do set eye color. Again, we're going to use our parentheses, but now we need a parameter because we want to say, what do we want to change it to? Well, remember eye color is a string, so I'm going to do string, and then I'm going to do new eye color. And then inside of that, all I need to do is update eye color to equal new eye color. And notice I have an error here because I did forget something. What did I forget? Well, what type of methods are our sets? If you look at them, they're all the same type. They're of void. All right, that takes care of that one. But I'm actually going to go ahead and add another set method in here because I'm going to have one for public void. Let's say set person I. All right, so we're just going to call it that. Just because that way I know it's referring to the person and their I, or maybe I want to do, maybe I'll call it name and I. So set name and I, so we're going to do string new name and a string new eye color. And then just as how we have our other ones, again, we're going to start with the name of the variable that is at the top of the class, which of course in this case is name. I'm going to set that equal to new name. And remember, this is not new space name because we're not identifying it as a new thing. Instead, I'm using the variable here. If this variable was, for example, other name, then this would be name equals other name. Now let's go ahead and set the eye color. So we're going to do eye color, and we're going to set that equal to the new eye color. All right, and of course, I could do one that does the full set of parameters here. So it's typically always good to have a set method that handles each one of your instance variables. So we're going to say set all traits. So we'll do string new name, int new age, and string eye color. And just to make my life a little simpler, I'm just going to copy the other ones I had from up here, add this in, and do eye color equals new eye color. All right, and oh, I forgot the word new here. So new eye color, there we go. That takes care of that. Now, of course, I could easily create a driver program to go ahead and test some of this stuff out. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a quick driver program here. So let's make a new class. Make this 518. create our main method so we don't have to do that. And let's go ahead first by making a instance of this class. Well, this class is person, so we'll have a person, and let's just call this person1 is equal to a new person object, open close parentheses. And from here, we can go ahead and start adding some values. So let's say person1 dot, and we could say read input. We can get input for those values. And what is that going to do? Well, if you look at it, it's going to go ahead and pull in the name and the age. Notice though, we don't have anything that actually, for example, pulls in the eye color. So that might be something we have to update. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to read input, which is going to get our name and age. Let's just go ahead and actually print out the person so we can go ahead and see that. So that's going to effectively invoke our toString method. But if you notice, we have an error here. It means I don't have a toString method in here, which means, of course, I would need to add that. So let's just quickly add in a toString method. So public string toString. And we want to return, let's just say, the name of the person is, and we'll concatenate that with name. And let's have it say plus, and their age is, concatenate that with age. And lastly, we'll say, and their eye color is, and join that with eye color. Now, we should probably recognize right now that we don't have anything set to eye color here. All right, so I'll make sure I make that person1. There we go. And if I run this, it's going to go ahead and put out name and age. Okay, so let's say their name is Susan, and let's say they are 38. All right. Notice it says the name of the person is Susan, and their age is 38, and their eye color is null. Notice, even though I didn't set a variable, we still can have some sort of value. Even though that value is null, it means that there's nothing assigned to it. It does give us some information that we can work with. So let's go ahead and do some things where we could use that. So system.out.print line, let's just say person1.get, and of course we have our options, get age, get eye color, etc. So for example, I've said get eye color. We should of course expect to see null again. So let's do Susan, and let's say they're 38. So again, you can see null null up because I forgot to make this a print line. I did print. There we go. And if we wanted to fix that, obviously we're going to need to set that. So let's do person1.set eye color. And let's go ahead and just say their eyes are blue. Rerun that. So now we can say Susan, 38. All right. We say the name of the person is Susan, their age is 38, eye color is null. However, then later we see it's blue. So if I were to replace this get eye color here, let's move this down here. All right. We of course can set that. Or maybe if we want to have a comparison here, like maybe we want to have something that says like if person1 dot get age is, let's say, greater than 18, we can have a statement, system.out.println, this person is an adult. All right, and this is a great way for we can start using some of these different methods for different things. Because here, like, okay, get age, yeah, we can get it, we can turn it, but what do we actually use it for? This is an example of when we might want to get that value and be able to use it. So we use, for example, get age, say, hey, we want to see, are you an adult? Yes, you are. So let's run this one more time. Do Susan, and make them 38. And you can see Susan, we see that we're blue printed out, which is fine. But we say this person is an adult. And now we say the name of this person is Susan, their age is 38, and their eye color is blue. Pretty simple. Now, I'm going to actually take out this get statement here, just to clean it up just a little bit here. If I wanted to do other things with this, like let's say I wanted to have it set at certain values, I can do that as well, just as same as I had to this if statement. So for example, let's say they're 18, and let's say we have if person1 dot get, let's say, eye color. And we can say if their eye color equals, let's say, green. Actually, let's make it blue. Let's keep it blue there just for argument's sake here. And let's just say system.out.println. And we can say the person is wearing colored contacts. Their real eye color is, and then let's just call this with a quick person1 dot set, and let's set their eye color now to, let's say, let's make this one green, and then we can say a quick system dot out dot println, and let's say green. And what we'll do is, just to make that so it looks like it's all in one line, we'll just do that. And we give this a run. Got Susan, and we say they're 38. This person is an adult. The person is wearing colored contacts. Their real eye color is green. The name of the person is Susan. Their age is 38, and their eye color is green. So again, easy way for us to see how we can start using get and sets to really help bring our programs to life and start using for other functionality.